Hi guys, this is Michelle McCosh and we're live at 5. So I've been live for like 53 seconds and nobody's here. I wonder if everybody froze to death. Hey Jan, you made it. You made it through the storm. Because I was going to say it was got to be very, very cold by you. You said 28 yesterday, I think. Hi Robin. Hi Mary Beth. Did you get your box? I didn't check tracking. Oh, it's not that cold, Robin. Hi Leslie. Jan hasn't answered me after she said hi, so maybe her fingers are frozen. It is currently 60 degrees here. I think it was 48 outside this morning when I was drinking my coffee, but I made it. Hey Paula. $51 on Thursday, Jen. I was thinking, maybe you should switch your nightly drink to Fireballs because that should warm you up. Hi, Mitzi. Don't exactly know what a Fireball is, but I've heard it's warming. Yeah, I don't know if anybody else saw in Florida. I didn't see any reptiles down. So no iguanas on the floor frozen. I did look, but I didn't see them. They're probably all hibernating. Oh, you're still at the beach. Okay, Mary Beth. Hey, Vicky. Hey, Jill. Okay, I'm going to show you what came in today, and then we'll do one more with the book because I never had a chance to plan anything else. I'll be honest. Okay, so I am so grateful. We got some of the Traveler's Notebooks for 2026 and 38 wind chills, 35. Yeah, that's way too cold to be outside. I was not sure we were going to get these this year, and I was starting to panic. So we got the 2026, the monthly for the Passport Traveler's Notebook. So that is in stock. We got the what I call like a pencil board. It's a hard sheet of plastic with measurements on the back, just whatever their theme is on the front. And you put it in your book in between your pages so you can write on them if your book is, bumpy because you've got stickers or whatever in there. So this makes it even to write on. So this is the 2026 one. It's all about travel, right? Analog lovers, smells like traveler's spirit. Hello, I'm a traveler. Eat local food when you travel. Let's go on a road trip. Camp with Traveler's Notebook. It's all about travel this year is their theme. So this is in. Hi, Kathy. We got the stickers for 2026, the diary stickers. The 6 sheets in here. You get the fun travel stickers, and they do have. I can't even think today. Metallic accents. You get a sheet of alphabet stickers, you get little icons, little clear round stickers, indexes like for lists and memos, that kind of stuff, and then you get these pocket stickers. So that is 2026 stickers. And then we got the full-size weekly and memo. I use the weekly and the monthly. The monthly should be arriving Friday, but the weekly is here. So you get 2 books for the year, and actually that is what I do my journaling in a Sunday on. Because in 2020, people weren't traveling, so they didn't buy these diaries. And so I had a lot, so I've been using them for art journals. I love it. So Anyway, we do have the 2026 in stock. I tell you, I didn't know if we were going to get it or not, but we did, so that's good. Then also arrived is our metallic ink pads for 2025 from Lisa Horton, the limited edition, the winter 2025. So let's open that up and have a look at it. So I will say UPS delivered my packages, but not to me. They delivered them across the street. They are supposed to be calling me back, but the gentleman across the street who got my packages drove them over to me. UPS doesn't know that, but they're still trying to locate the boxes. Hey, Michelle. Hi, Pat. Hi, Yvonne. It was 42 at your house? Wow. And Jane, you had hot chocolate but no Fireball. But I was thinking Fireball might be good for you in this weather. Okay, so the limited edition comes in a little box. Winter fir, mulled wine, and frozen icicles. Kind of like frozen testicles. Ooh, I should have said that out loud on YouTube, but I did, sorry. So this is here. Let's swatch it out on black and white and see what it looks like. Let me use a pair of scissors. No, across the street. It took them 20 minutes to call me back for me to say that they were not delivered to me. And she said, it says it was. I'm like, yep, I know it says it was, but it wasn't. UPS have never been like that before. It wasn't my regular guy. But the gentleman across the street said, oh, I opened your box because, you know, I thought it was mine, so sorry. I'm like, oh, no worries. Okay, all right, let's see. We've got a little bit of an embossed black, so let's use that to make something. And let me find some regular black and some white to swatch it on. And here's white right in front of me, so we'll use this piece. Okay. Yeah, that hopefully, because usually her stuff is. So this is mulled wine. Oops. Ooh, it's like a burgundy. So because these are metallic and not iridescent, and you can't see on the black, it's pretty true across both of them, but so you can see what it looks like on the black. And the white, it's more like a burgundy brown. This is winter fir. Very, very pretty, kind of like a forest green. Yeah, you guys can't see it very well. Oh, maybe if I turn it in the light, you can see it on the black. It just didn't show up very well on my screen. And then the frozen one. It's a pretty blue. So we've got that. So let's just rub the two of them on this one. On the embossed. Let's dry it first, then I'll put some green on. You can see it definitely better on the embossed black. Then on the flat, it's easier to see. I don't know why on my camera, but it is easier to see. No, you can see it well there, I guess. So remember, these are limited edition colors. So we did that. We'll do the green on top and see what we get, because I don't. Ooh. I'm going to push in a little harder to get on the background a bit more. And I'm going to come back in with the blue again, but this green is so pretty on the embossing. I'm going to kind of get it a little heavier. Then I'm going to dry it and, like I said, come back with some of the blue. Let me hold it up so... Very pretty colors. All right, now let me come back in with a bit of blue. And then we'll see what the mulled wine looks like on top. So you can see the combination of the two. Just pretty. And then let's go in with some mulled wine and we'll just see. Okay. The mulled wine gives it like an oxidized look, like it's vintage, outside, weathered. Ooh, really like that. Really like that. It doesn't look as great on the computer or this as it does in real life. Hey, Yvonne. Gorgeous. The wind chill was 30. Oh my gosh, Robin. 36 and we had to go out early. Yeah, I came in with I'm wearing a sweater and I have a sweatshirt so I can get into the car tonight. Even the dog got cold and crawled into bed with us last night under the blankets, which I was thankful for because the dog puts off a lot of heat. So that's always good. The little dog didn't care, but our big dog did. Yeah. So I just think the combination of the three is very pretty. And I wasn't loving the mulled wine. I love the mulled wine because it gives it that oxidized outside look. So pretty. Okay, so those are the three limited edition 2025 winter colors. Let me just wipe that up. And let's go back to our book. And I'm wiping it up so I don't get it on what we're working on. Oops. Okay. So here is what I finished. I glued down like that last night. So I found this die cut in the pack that I had, the ephemera pack, rather than the laser cuts. And I popped that under there and I think that filled in quite nicely. Hey Darcy, you've got snow. How nice. And then I did glue all the pages, so now all the papers are on here. So I've got 3 more to finish, and then I thought, because this is just paper, and I feel as a cover it's not very strong. So my thought was, I was either going to, one of my thoughts was to die cut a piece of fabric, glue it onto the fabric, and this is a Tim Holtz fabric, glue it onto the fabric, and then it will be much more sturdy. So that is my thought. So I will do that and glue it down for when I do the flip through. So I did cut a file folder out of the blue. This is a Tim Holtz mini file folder, and I thought it would look good on a page. So it could go this way, and then I could put you know, a photo or something in there. I could die cut another one and make it like into a little mini book here. Maybe I'll do that. Oops. So let me just grab that die. It's pretty handy. And Tim has two sizes of, oh, that's an envelope, two sizes of the file folders in his vault. So this one was the larger one. No, that was the smaller one. That was noteworthy, and this one is specimen, and he had a larger file folder. But I just felt it would work, but it'd be too big, I think. So, well, I might do it so I don't use a whole nother piece of paper and I can put something over that tab. So let me just run and die cut this, and I'll be right back. Yeah, I like fabric on paper too. Because my goal is to try and use up all these little scraps and then just have full sheets left. So I can actually put something over the top of that. I could even die cut this. All right, let me die cut it. Oh, hey, Danny. Well, that's a nice surprise. Spa day. There you go. That way I don't use up a whole sheet of paper for something else. So that'll work. Let me trim that slightly. Let's do it with the paper cutter. You can use a gel medium. You want to use something flexible. You could also use the adhesive sheets. Those work well for the fabric to the paper. What I'm going to do is I'm going to iron the fabric onto freezer paper first for die cutting. I'll make it easier with the thin dies. I've since, oh, here it is. No, I think I'll do this side. Okay, let me just glue that. It will just make it less likely to rip. I could put Tyvek on it. There's a number of things I could do. That kind of looks more like a tab as well. So, I can make this into a little book and then just glue it, or I could tuck it. I could do another little band and tuck it like I did with the last one. Let's see, what have we got here? We've got some scraps. green, so let's just fold that under a little bit. Bone folder. That will go in. Let's just that glue set before I try to pull it. And then I can put something actually on top of here. Let's see what I've got. I would love a leaf, but I don't think a leaf would be, oh, I've got a piece of fat paper. I don't think a leaf would do well because it would get caught. So a butterfly you could do. Well, even that band would work, right? Yeah, kind of like the band on there. The butterfly on there, on top of the band. I do need to ink these edges, and I should have inked those before I put them down, but I didn't. Let's see if I've got this one. Oops. Oh, Jill, good, good. Got your box. Yeah, it's strange that the UPS guy delivered across the street. I wonder if he used to work for FedEx. Because that's a FedEx trick. Glue stick is yours, Jill? Yeah, as long as it's flexible. So what I need to do is I need to put a tab on this side as well, just so I get rid of that word. And I think they had some tabs in here. If not, I can die cut another one. Okay, we'll let that dry. And then that's the back page as well. So we need to do something on the opposite page here. I figured that will have photos or some journaling or something in there. Yeah, I'm going to let it dry. Okay, so that could be for a little photo. Let's just straighten that up. Do we want a second one? Didn't I pull out another sheet that I thought, oh, here I did. This green. No, I think it needs to be blue. There's a bigger piece. So it's kind of like two different photo mats, and I could put a white one on here so that it looked a little closer to this, but when the photo goes on it, you won't even notice. And I'm determined to use up a lot of the little scraps. So I'm going to use tape right here. Just in case I want to move it. The undo doesn't work with the art glitter glue, so. Or maybe I should have done this side. What do you guys think, the lighter side? Okay, let's see if I can get this off. I just think that blends in a little bit better. Okay. So let's see what we have here. You can make a little tab out of the postage. That's one thing. We've got a word here that says selfie. I never take selfies, so it's not going to go down. God, these leaves are so darn pretty, aren't they? Okay, I love that leaf. That leaf is going to have to go down. And of course I can't glue it on the photo. Where the photo is going to go, sorry. So I'm just going to have to be careful. There you go. It needs something more. That looks okay. Let's see if I have the other color. I have the oh, here, the 30 that I didn't fold. That'll work, I think, there. Okay, so my little file folders. I think what I'm going to do is I am going to put a staple or a stitch there to make it like a little mini book, and it will tuck right in here. So that I need maybe a word or something up here. What have I got? I'm going to have to look in. Again, I can't use the word selfie. This one would actually tie in the color of that butterfly if I put that word there. Or, let's see, look at you, very best. I'm going to go with look at you. Okay. I think it needs one more thing, which I'll have to look for, but we are unfortunately... Yes, yeah. Yeah, exactly. You have to wait till the glue is dry. But yeah, I like those 2 pages. So I've got 1, 2 left to do, and then we can, I'll do the fabric on that. I wasn't sure, I was looking for my plain cloth, but I think that one of Tim's with the writing would look very nice on there. So, and the colors all tie in. So anyway, there's another 2 books. I will stitch this together or staple it and make it a little mini book. I know, the half, oh, it does go fast. But, you know, I can't go longer just because people have lives. It's really hard. Everyone's got a live, so you'd spend your time in front of YouTube. No, not yet, Danny, not yet, but coming. So, all right, guys. Thanks again for watching me. Stay warm, everyone, and I'll see you tomorrow at 5. Have a good night.